Morning. So this is part 2 of the Kickr Supertuck testing. I have a Kickr V5 which tends to throw me out of Supertuck a couple of seconds after I get into Supertuck, and it's really annoying. Yesterday I was investigating whether or not it was the Zwift Play's radio interference causing this issue, and I tried it with and without the Zwift Play switched on, and that showed that made no difference because it happened with and without the Zwift Play switched on. So that eliminates radio interference from the Zwift Plays. It doesn't, however, eliminate software issues as regards the Zwift Plays, so there's another test potentially to be done there. But what we're doing today is trying an external cadence sensor. So I've bought a Garmin Cadence Sensor 2, which is a Bluetooth low energy and ANT plus cadence sensor, which is attached to one of my cranks, and that will give us a real measurement of the cadence of the pedals, rather than relying on the calculated guess from the Kickr itself. So my theory is that there's a possibility that could be enough to stop the phantom RPM and watts spoiling the Supertuck. But we're about to find out. What I'm going to do, I'm at the top of the grade, or the top of the It's-A-Com climb, so I'm going to turn right in a moment and go down the grade, build up a bit of speed, and then sprint into Supertuck, get off the pedals, stop pedaling, go into Supertuck, and if it works, shouldn't get any phantom RPM or watts. If it doesn't work, well, you'll see me get thrown out of Supertuck again. But let's see. And if I can hold a Supertuck all the way down the grade, I will be very chuffed indeed, because that will mean that I'm back to full Supertuck capability. Well, hopefully as long as it lasts. So obviously I have stopped at the top, so I have done a auto cal, and I did a couple on the way in as well. On one of the flat sections on the climb that I've just done, I did a sprint and stopped just to see what would happen, and there were no phantom RPM. There was just, at one point there was a teeny blip for less than a second where it showed 8 watts, but that in itself wouldn't be enough to throw you out of Supertuck as far as I know. So let's get on with it then. I'll start building up some speed and we'll do the test. Let me just check. All is good. It is. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Turning right onto the grade. Stopping pedaling. Get in. Oh, threw me out, bitch. But only briefly. I didn't see what happened to the RPM there. have to look at the video later. Well, it hasn't completely solved the problem, but it's made it a heck of a lot less. It threw me out very, very briefly for like less than a second, or maybe a second, and then I'm back in. So I'm quite pleased with that. Certainly an improvement. Last time I did a race, I was getting thrown out all over the place. So there you go. And I haven't had the Zwift plate switched on at all in this session, so the fact that it did do it, albeit very, very briefly, shows to me that it's got nothing to do with the Zwift plate. Although I suppose there's still open the possibility that the Zwift plates can make it worse. Now, so that's fairly happy news. Hopefully that's the situation and it doesn't completely wreck my Supertuck for racing, because it's quite useful being able to Supertuck in a race. My next decision is whether I'm going to finish this route, because I've got to climb up the grade, then up to the top of Epic and then the radio tower. Is that a good idea or not? I don't know, but that's not the purpose of this video, so I'm going to stop the stream there. I'm moderately encouraged. It's not a complete solution, but it does look like an improvement, at least from the point of view of racing. So yeah, so I'm quite pleased about that. Alright, back to my workout.